Hi guys, today is July 14th, 2025, mid July. Here's an update right here with the Carmen. Um, as far as the update, a lot of fruit drop, lots of fruit drop. Um, we had pretty bad heat like the last week, got up into the mid 90s and whatnot. But started dropping a lot of the smaller fruit. So, but it's to be expected. It had quite a bit of fruit. So, it's holding the chunkier size avocados. Hopefully, I don't get a lens flare. It's bad lighting. It's middle of the day, so. But this is a Carmen. It, like I said, a lot of fruit dropping. They pan around. Still has quite a bit of fruit though, so it's not bad. Just some more fruit. Looks healthy otherwise though. Um, some more fruit drop right here. The branches are bent from the weight of the fruit though. Um, here's some fruit that probably will drop soon. There it goes. I just helped it out. Could kind of see the stems get real dark or a real yellow color. Kind of tell that it's gonna drop them. Here's one. See that the brown stem? That's gonna fall off too. So you want it to look green like that. The green, if it's green, they won't fall off. Anything real brown, you can almost a guarantee it's gonna fall off. But yeah, summer fruit drop. It just gets hot. Make sure you keep them watered. Let me pan over here. Hopefully not too fast. That's the Esther. Esther had a few little fruit, dropped every single one. As you can see, it's small. This went into the ground in 23, 11/10 of 23. Here's the bacon. This is has very little fruit drop. It does have fruit drop though, but very little. And this, of course, it keeps growing and growing. You're gonna get some lens flare, but it's doing well. It's holding quite a bit of fruit. I more than usual, more than it has in the past. So they're all hidden, but it has quite a bit of fruit this year, which is good. And it's growing. And this went into the ground on March 8th of 2022. So it's looking good though, except for that one spot where I don't know, a squirrel or the rodents, a rat or something chewed through it. So I want to say it was squirrels. So, but anyhow, that's the bacon. Forgot to mention the Gwen. Here's a Gwen. This is a young tree. Went in 11/1/2023. So, but surprisingly, it's holding a few fruit. It dropped fruit as well. So, but this decided it wanted to keep growing. So I ended up tying it off to the stake, just because it was growing slightly crooked. So trying to train it to grow a little bit straight. So anyhow, that's the Gwen. Here we are with the lamb. The lamb, again, the same thing. Fruit drop. It's been dropping fruit. Not very many when it got hot, but it's just random. It randomly drops fruit. So still has quite a bit of fruit. The same scenario. You see the black tips on the, like, connecting the avocado to the tree, and it's just the same thing. They end up falling off. This hides its fruit very well. It has a decent amount of fruit again. Didn't flower for us last year and took a year off. This year it flowered very light, but surprisingly it whatever flowers it had, they fruited, so it wasn't bad. And let's see if I'm gonna pan over this way a little bit. Yeah, that rope. I had to tie it off. It was drooped over really hard. It was making a 90-degree angle. Just a lot of the fruit is up on top, so I ended up tying it up to that other tree, and it seems to have straightened it out a little bit. If I take that rope off, it's gonna droop again. But that's the lamb. It's doing all right. It's getting watered right now. That's that slight noise you see there. It's getting watered. But again, they're doing good. Here I am with the gem. Gem's doing all right. It's doing good as far as vegetation. This flowered like crazy, had a huge fruit set, and that little guy is all we have to show for it. So, but it flowers like mad. It sets fruit like mad, but for whatever reason, this drops all the fruit. Not sure if it's a pollination issue. It's not getting pollinated. I don't know. Still learning, but it's doing good. Doing good as far, like I said, vegetative wise. It's filling out real nice. But that's the gem. Here's the Pinkerton. It's bushing out real nice. This is after it got a hard trim. It's doing good. No, it didn't flower. So that's the Pinkerton. Here we go, panning over to. This is another lamb. This is doing pretty good as well. This flowered a little bit. Didn't set any fruit, or if it did set fruit, it dropped them. But very little flowering. And right next to that is the Charwell. No fruit set at all. Nothing. It had some little BBs, but nothing stuck. But as you can see, it's vegetative wise, it's doing all right. This one's a lot of shade. It gets shaded a lot. I'm not sure if that matters for a fruit set or not. Maybe needs more sun. I don't know. Either way, it's a small tree. It's not the biggest of trees. So, but that's the Charwell. So here we are with the potted in the 15s. This is the Fuerte. This thing is growing like a weed after it got repotted. No flowers. I didn't expect it to flower, but it didn't flower anyways. And it's growing like a weed though. It's growing super fast. Let me pan over here. This is a gem. Gem in the pot. It's holding more avocados than the one in the ground. Go figure. This is doing really well. I moved them into the shade just because of the heat. I noticed the potted plants tend to burn easier than anything in the ground. This one here is a Gwen, another Gwen. This one has one avocado, decent sized avocado on it, and that's the only avocado it's holding. It dropped everything else. They had a few, but that's the Gwen. Let me see. Let me see if I could go in here. This is a reed right here, and the reed has a few fruit on it. Nothing major, but it is holding a few fruit. It's very lush, very green, very bushy, and it seems like everything in the number 15 pots, they're doing really well. I could say fertilizer, I don't know, who knows. So this is a Frankenstein tree. I don't know, it's from a Zutana seedling. Everything I try to graft on it fails, so my grafting skills are horrible. But here with a reed, this went in on March 20th of 2022. This got topped. As you can see, it started growing all the top part. There's no stake on it, so it's sort of balanced already. It's doing good. It looked like it's splitting off into two sections, which is nice because that should balance out the tree a little bit more. So it's doing well. This had some fruit drop as well. not holding very many avocados that I didn't really count them, but there are some in here. They're just hidden, small little avocados. This the soil dries so fast. It's just we're on a slope right here, so it just drops off instantly right here. If you kind of pan back here, it just drops off real quick, and I'm wondering, all the water's just draining out the bottom maybe, and that's the reason it's drying out real fast. So I have to keep watering this every single day, and by the end of the day, or if I water in the morning, by the end of the day the soil's already starting to dry out. So but that's was supposed to be a quick update, but that's an update for July, mid-July, July 14th, 2025. Update on the avocados. Like I said, they're all doing well, all looking good, doing well. So that fuerte needs to go in the ground. I need to put that in the ground. That's the priority right now, is to find a spot and put it in the ground. But like I said, the reed turning out pretty good after that trim. It's looking good. They can pan out this way again. This is another reed, and like I said, it's really bushy. It's holding some avocados. They're in there somewhere. You just gotta look here. Here's one right there. So if you notice, the avocados on this one that's in the pot are bigger than the one that's in the ground. So I have a feeling that's a water issue, though. Like I said, the water just keeps running out the bottom. It just the soil dries out super fast. And put them underneath the awning, just so that they get a little bit more shade during the summer. It seems to be helping. I don't see any burnt leaves or anything, so it's pretty good. Anyhow, that was the update for July, and I did mid-July. Just there wasn't much going on other than the fruit drop. So anyhow, take care, guys.